This is an absolute disgrace.
You know what else would take effort? Actually making this game worthy of being $60.
Graphically, it is just atrocious.
It's horrible.
Hello, live in your basement of your mom's and play video games all day enthusiasts. My name is RidersDX,
And I am Demeech, but I gotta say, living in the basement, what if you're in Florida where there's no basement? Would it be the attic?
I mean, sure, whatever. You're living in a secluded area with no sunlight and no oxygen coming in 24/7. And all you have is just the video games and the eyeballs in your sockets. Welcome to a very different video setup again. We just got finished with the third day of TooManyGames.
And the final day?
The final day. Sad times, sad vibes, sad girl vibes.
Sad violin.
You know, Billie Eilish every day, 24/7. But the Nintendo Direct that happened a couple weeks ago, I was like, yeah, I kind of want to talk about it. It was kind of juicy. Had a lot of like really cool like things going on.
I would say big juicy, big juicy.
Stop.
No, you're not gonna stop me.
So we're gonna play a little game today that I'm gonna call Kiss, Marry, Kill. Nintendo Direct announcements. So basically, Demeech and I went through the list of like Direct announcements, and we assigned one to each category: Kiss, Marry, or Kill. So Kiss is kind of like alright, this is kind of a fun game, you know? I can imagine like spending a little time with it, but then I'll probably put it away afterwards for like a rainy day. Marry is, I'm fucking obsessed with you. I can't stop thinking about you. You're gonna be in my life for the rest of my life, and I can't wait for it. And then Kill is, well, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. So.
It's horrible. It's garbage.
Before we get into that though, I did want to take a moment to talk about the convention itself. We'll definitely talk more about it, you know, like on streams, and also we'll probably talk more about it in Demeech's video. We're doing some kind of video on your channel, but we still don't know what it is, so that's great.
We're gonna get the inspiration.
If y'all don't know what TooManyGames is, it's a convention that takes place in the greater Pennsylvania or the Philadelphia Expo Center every year. And I mean, the name says itself. It's TooManyGames. So it's a retro game convention.
Insane.
You can buy and sell a lot of games and stuff. You get a lot of different kinds of merch. Some indie games get showcased over there. Lots of familiar YouTubers and influencers show up over there.
Such as yours truly and myself.
Of course, we were definitely the most famous people there.
I would say so. No, seriously.
But some like really cool guests over there were like the Tails voice actor, for instance. That was it was fun to see her, for me especially.
Vector was also there.
Vector the
And
Crocodile.
of course, Angry Video Game Nerd was there. That was really cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, there were just a lot of different people, and the convention's very different from PAX. PAX is more focused on panels and just gaming in general. This is more retro focused. I'm gonna show some of the things I got in my own video, but some of the highlights were Mario Party 7 on the GameCube. I really wish I brought my Wii or GameCube with, so we could actually play this, but we're gonna stick to Superstars. And when it comes to Mario Party Superstars and everything, you might end up with a legendary quote after playing the game that you'll never forget. But in terms of that,
Stop.
I also got Kablooey, and this was actually a gift from Reese, a signed pin of the Angry Video Game Nerd.
It's so cute.
It is. Reese is a true friend. So
Yeah.
also huge shout out to Reese. But
Of course.
it's a great convention. It's a lot of fun. It's more focused on retro gaming. It's more like going to the mall, except instead of clothes or Versace or whatever, you have retro games, and it's amazing.
And like for me personally, I'm a big art collector, so I really was channeling my inner Squidward this convention. But
Golden Brush.
I got some of these like really awesome like drawings over there. Like Nick Lanza is an amazing artist. I buy from him like every single year I'm there. Check this out, the Bubble Bowl. I mean, come on, this is absolutely insane, absolutely incredible. He also made this piece over here. You know, he was #1. I think it speaks for itself.
Just get right one right there.
I also saw this Paper Mario that was in your door piece over here.
Oh, Reese loved that.
Yeah, this is really great. I forget what the handle is, unfortunately. Once I remember, I'll put it here. But great talented guy also over here. And something I got really excited about actually was these Sonic drawings that I got. This is literally my favorite piece of art that I feel like I've ever gotten at a convention.
Are you gonna frame them?
I think I am going to. I think so. I have to not be so lazy and figure out how to do it. And
it's pretty easy.
And then the last thing I wanted to mention was
this one's my favorite.
This was a very hefty purchase, but I got the SpongeBob Game Boy Advance SP. It's my most prized possession right now.
Yeah, I gotta say, Very happy that you got it. And on the inside, it's also SpongeBob, of course.
It's the most prized possession ever. And now I feel like I'm traveling into a rabbit hole where I want all the SpongeBob consoles. So now I want that Xbox One where SpongeBob is like a fridge.
Yeah, I saw
know what
that.
I'm talking about, right?
See, the problem is Xbox really isn't a console because you need to have games to be a console.
We'll talk more about the convention and like streams and also Dimitri's video, but
Right.
great time. Go if you can. I had an amazing time personally. I met some people that actually watch your channel. We met some people that watch his channel, and
We met quite a few fans and street passed them, of course. So also, if you go to a convention, bring your 3DS.
yeah, for sure. But well, let's go ahead and get started. So first, we're going to get into the Kiss. And by the way, the whole reason that I thought about this as a video idea is because I came across this clip of Travis Kelce playing Kiss, Marry, Kill, and he said he'd marry Taylor Swift.
And then Taylor Swift would be the Kiss.
So just if it has Taylor Swift, you're gonna watch it, or you're gonna. If there was like a Taylor Swift Xbox, you'd probably get that,
Oh, like yes. Doesn't
or an
matter.
Xbox or a PS5.
Doesn't matter how much money it is. Well, it kind of does actually. But I always say Taylor Swift is my favorite video game. But
Mine's Deanna.
what I decided to go with was Super Mario Party Jamboree. And so I'm a very casual fan of Mario Party. My first Mario Party was actually Mario Party 8 on the Wii. That was like a weird game. I felt like people had very mixed opinions on it when it first came out, but I was like obsessed with it. I played it like every day for a month. And I really liked that board in particular where it was like it felt like capitalism basically. And it was
Now with Mario Party 8, I haven't really experienced that, but I'm on a similar boat as you, which is funny because I'm the Mario fan. But the thing is, I'm more of a casual fan of Mario Party because it's just like,
Yeah.
okay, with Mario Party, it's very luck-based. You really can't get skilled at it. It's fun to play in multiplayer. We had a great time playing Mario Party Superstars, that's for sure.
Yeah,
But
so that got kind of me thinking that like, oh, this one actually looks pretty good, and I'm not like a big Mario Party connoisseur, but from what I've heard from fans that are like much deeper into Mario Party lore, like Zach Pack, for instance, he's one of my close friends, and he's a big Mario Party guy. He and I butt heads sometimes because I personally think Lights Camera Pants by SpongeBob is the better party game. But anyway, he says that this one looks really promising and looks to be fixing issues from Super Mario Party. So it looks very exciting. I think the only qualm I have of it is that Jamboree is such a weird name to title.
it is. Super Mario Party. He didn't know what a Jamboree was.
It sounds so weird. It almost sounds like this almost sounds like a type of Jello or something. So-
It does kind of sound like that, but I will say with Super Mario Party, it's like not very good. There's a good old saying that, yes, Super Mario Party, it's better than Mario Party 9, and it's better than Mario Party 10. But that's like saying that this burnt cheeseburger is better than that plate of vomit. It's not a good game.
Not something I needed in my taste buds. Thank you.
Well, Mario Party Superstars, on the other hand, is a game that's actually good.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Mario Party Jamboree, Super Mario Party Jamboree, wow, that title is a mouthful.
Mm-hmm.
It looks to be really promising, I will say that. Things look good.
Yeah. So I'll play some Mario Party Jamboree. I'll maybe a couple one night stands here and there. So that'll be good. How about you? Which one would you kiss, or the other?
This is a really good idea. So make that what you will. It could be just like smash and dash, like a game you want to play but don't want to stick around with. You get what we mean.
Yeah.
So that would, I kind of feel like I'd want to agree with you with Super Mario Party Jamboree, but it might end up being the best Mario Party. Most games announced were just complete fire, like you'd want to marry them. These are games that would stick with you. At the same time, I feel like if I had to choose just one, it would be The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. And the only reason why is because I'm not sure how it's going to be being a 2D Zelda game.
Yeah.
Where you're mostly just crafting things, like using the Triceptor to copy items. It kind of reminds me of Scribblenauts, where in that game what you would do is you would just write down something and it would appear. Or just write down an omelet and that would appear. Or a mop to clean up a spill like a puzzle.
Oh, I
and
would love like
it works.
orange juice.
You can
Conjure up orange juice, Zelda is. But that game does look really interesting. I think something I really admire about Nintendo games in particular is that they're not always the most complex games, but they always have like one or two mechanics that you can like stretch into like a million different areas, and that seems like a mechanic that you can really stretch. So it looks like it'd be a really good game.
There's just one thing I'm a little concerned about. I just think that in terms of like it being a 2D Zelda game, and there's been speculation about it. There's a lot of speculation it's the same map as The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. And last 3D Zelda game, The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, that used the overworld from Breath of the Wild. And yeah, it included some new ones, but my goodness, just have a new overworld. It's not hard! And it was the first new 2D Zelda.
Well, this isn't confirmed yet, right?
It isn't confirmed, but if it is confirmed, that stands.
So it's just people being paranoid.
Why are you so paranoid? From his favorite artist.
I mean, it's like, I'm not saying that won't happen. I could totally picture Nintendo doing something like that, but I mean, we'll just have to see. But it does look like one of the most hyped games of the Direct.
Oh, I'm super hyped for it.
But me personally, I'm just
one.
like, it's not something I'm like desperately looking forward to. Like personally, it's just a taste thing. The next game we're going to talk about is one that we marry, and this was a very, very easy choice for me because there was only... Here's the thing, I do like Nintendo, I do really appreciate Nintendo, but I'm definitely much more of like a Sonic / licensed games connoisseur. So there's only a few things in Nintendo that's literally going to be like, I need to play that right now, I need it in my hands, I need it materialized in the world, and you know, release dates need to not be a thing. It just has to be out now. But that game is definitely Mario and Luigi Brothership.
It is Brothership. I thought it was Brotherhood at first.
I don't know why I thought I was going to say like Brotherhood or like something else, but...
Employee Brotherhood Month. Or Employee Brotherhood Day. It would be a Mario and Luigi game where Mario and Luigi have to make a gift for each other, and one of them doesn't want to do it. No, one of them makes a sweater with their tears.
Stop. But, you know, Brothership looks fire. It really looks fire. And, you know, it's basically like almost, I don't want to say it's basically a Paper Mario game to me, but it's basically just giving me more of that like Mario RPG experience that like I really dig.
Will say,
I've never actually played Mario Luigi before, so
it is very similar to Paper Mario in some ways. The combat's a little different, but if you like Paper Mario, you're gonna like Mario and Luigi too. They just go hand in hand. And
this one looks great. I mean, it's fully 3D, like the graphical style looks amazing, and I'm like, man, this looks like a AAA, like, epic Nintendo game coming out this year, and I'm just really excited for it. It's really nice to see, like, the Mario RPG world really get this, like, renaissance of, like, really great games coming out, and the fact is like, all original. I actually kind of did want, like, a collection or something, just because I wanted, like, an easy way to, like, play all the old games, since I've never played them before, but this is even better, honestly, like, a brand new adventure, brand new RPG adventure, and just a really good sign of things to come in terms of like Mario RPGs and stuff. So,
and our 4 card does wonders if you want to play them all on one system or a modded 3DS.
Well, you know, we do things legally here, so...
Always remember, Harmon Smith is watching! He's watching!
He is not... You cannot... Whatever.
You know, I was going to say Mario and Luigi Brothership too, but the thing is, since you already chose it, I'm going to be a little bit different, but this is also a game I feel strongly about, and that is Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. This is a game that was announced all the way back in 2017.
I'll teach you everything I know, and...
It was that long ago. They literally just revealed a logo and said, Metroid Prime 4 is coming. It was 7 years until we saw the gameplay. And at this point, we're almost towards the end of the Switch's life, and it's just like, okay, I was kind of expecting it, because at this point, they gotta show it. Like,
that's what I thought.
Time's running out.
People were really shocked that was in the presentation, but I don't know, I guess I'm like ignorant, maybe, because I was like, of course they showed it. It's been so long at this point. The Switch is almost done. I mean, I feel like they need to like address it. Otherwise, it's just dead, which... I did not get the inkling that it was dead. It seemed too big of a deal for that to be a thing.
They promised such a huge game, and if they didn't fulfill their promise, that would be like a really bad look for Nintendo, but I gotta say, it looks so good that there is speculation that it wasn't even a Nintendo Switch version of the game in the trailer. People thought it was a Switch 2 one, and that it's not that one. It's still a Switch game, but it goes to show, if you can have a game that looks like that, what's Pokemon's excuse? Well, the difference is, Metroid, in order for that game to be good, it needs to be peak, but for Pokemon, if you ignore it, it's amazing! If you ignore the game, then it's amazing! But, I gotta say, everything looks amazing.
It does.
In terms of Metroid, it's not like one of the series that's one of my favorites. I do enjoy it a lot, and I think that Prime 4 is very hype. Mario and Luigi Brothership, of course I'm a Mario fan. That's the one that if I had to choose one, I would marry it too, but I would also not be opposed to marrying Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, especially because of Samus.
You can marry both?
Polygamy!
You can marry both. This last category is the kill category. So,
kill.
The kill.
Let me get this customer warmed up, and then you coming for the kill.
The kill.
I have a choice for here that was very obvious to me. This is actually the first game I chose for this challenge. And I actually don't even remember what the name of this game is. I just know that as soon as I saw it, I was like, this is an absolute disgrace.
It's a disgrace to gaming.
And so the game that I want to kill is whatever the fuck that Looney Tunes sports game is called. Now, here's the thing. Like, it seems like just another generic, like, sports collection, licensed game, like, waste spin kind of game. And so it's like, not really a game that like anyone should really care that much about, but for me, like, Looney Tunes is one of my favorite like properties of all time. My first video game actually was a Looney Tunes game. It was called Bugs Bunny Lost in Time to PlayStation 1, and I have a lot of like great memories for that game. And I want some decent Looney Tunes games like out here in the market. Like, why can't we have like a Battle for Bikini Bottom style like licensed game for like a Looney Tunes property or like a Scooby-Doo property? Like, what is Warner Bros. Doing, honestly?
When I saw that, I immediately thought of you, but unfortunately it turned out to be shit. So I immediately felt bad for you. It's like when Switch Sports was revealed for me. That's how I see it for you.
It literally looks like that Ed and Annette game, The Misadventures from like the mid-2000s. And so when your brand new 2024 game looks like a mid-2000s cheap license game, it's not good. It is not good. Like, graphically, it is just atrocious. And I'm like, I don't know why they decided on this art style. At least try to like, you know what they should have done? They should have just ported over the models from Multiverses. They should have just took the models from that game and put it in here. But
still looks better than Pokemon, but I digress.
It does not look better than Pokemon. It also just looks very generic and very boring, like just a generic sports game. I really am disappointed by it because, Lola Bunny is in it, so it actually gave me like a lot of tease of like the Looney Tunes show in particular. Like, I don't know, I just have a lot of fond memories with Looney Tunes, and this game just seems like another waste of time. I'm like, and of course when I found out it was from Game Mill Entertainment, I was like, why? You guys like should have gotten like an increase in budget with the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl games. You've proven that you can make decent games, so why does this game still look like shovelware? I don't know. There is a chance it could be good, so I'll be open about it, but visual-wise, I'm not impressed at all.
It's funny because when you say visual-wise, that goes into the next game for me. The one I would kill, Donkey Kong Country Returns HD.
Don't you mean Donkey Kong Returns?
That would be, that'd be a creative name, but that would take effort. You know what else would take effort? Actually making this game worthy of being $60. It is literally the Wii game, but upscaled. Sure, there's a 3DS content and stuff like that, but at the same time, it's just like, yeah, it's gonna be the definitive version, but why is it $60? Why are there remakes like Thousand Year Door or Super Mario RPG? Those are worthy of being full price. Now, for the consumer's sake, they should be less, but at the same time, it's just like, this game is just like an upscale to Wii game, and sure, there are slight differences, but it is lazy.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. It's just like a game that they put out there to, make some quick coin, please the Mr. Krabs.
Oh, quick coin? Another problem I have with it is just how long it's gonna take to release.
Well, that's Nintendo's like strategy, I feel like. It's like they have all these games that are just ready to go, and then they just space them out like months upon months, basically. So I'm pretty sure that game could come out now.
It just seems like a filler game.
It is very much a filler game, but I guess Donkey Kong has something at least, so. You rather Donkey Kong just be dead.
He's dead on the inside, he's emo. But, I gotta say, it's just like, with the presentation, I do feel like Donkey Kong Country Returns has held up so well graphically that it still looks good even if it's an upscale. I mean, this isn't a game that's an E ranking at best looks-wise.
Yeah.
But could have done so much more. Remade it to look like Tropical Freeze, but again, it might be like Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, where it's really solid as an upgrade from the original, but when you compare it to the successor of that series being like going from Luigi's Mansion 3 to 2 HD, where it looks like radically different, where 3 looks better, and then you go from Tropical Freeze to Returns and that looks better, it's just really weird. and not a good look.
I wanted to mention that I think you would have an honorable mention to that, which would be the Nintendo Switch Sports update.
Oh, you know that is pretty funny. You know I would kill it, but no, it's just more fun.
You actually
than
have you have like a bond with that game at this point. It's like almost your baby in a way.
Is that an X you go back to? I wouldn't say so because I hate the game, but at the same time, it's so ludicrous, so insane that it's actually bad. I can't help but just laugh and be like, why? Why is it still a thing?
Because it's Wii Sports for Nintendo Switch. That's what Nintendo wants you to think anyway. And I had an honorable mention too, and that was the lack of Sonic. I don't know what Nintendo's doing.
Ah, that was the best part of the Direct.
Yeah. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. What would you kiss, marry, kill from the Nintendo Direct? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I feel like my opinion is completely right. And I guess your opinion is pretty good too.
He was right! Now I stand by my opinion.
Be sure to check out Demeech, subscribe to his channel. I'm pretty sure you have it at this point. And we have a video on his channel, whatever it is, so go check that out as well. Join our streams. We'll talk more about Too Many Games, answer questions on stuff in those streams as well. And yeah.
It's fun to be here as always. And as
really fun.
always, keep calm and da-don.
And yeah, riding out.
Yeah.